What are the signs of preterm labor at 29 weeks pregnant? I need to know.
Back pains that are getting so bad you feel like going to the hospital, until they tell you it isn't back spasms but labor.
I want something more definite before I go to the hospital.
If you have bleeding from the vagina along with back pain, you need to go to the hospital regardless of the cause.
The cause would be labor.
Or a severe infection in the cervix or vagina, though it is rare for an STD to flare up that bad. But you know it isn't labor if you had sex and caused some minor bleeding down there.
If I was in labor, I wouldn't feel like having sex.
I know women who have sex hoping the hormones in the semen will relax the cervix and trigger it, and you can get some lower abdomen muscle clenching afterward, though that is rarely labor.
How could I tell the difference?
The muscle clenching and pressure lasts more than a few minutes, like those practice contractions that affect all muscles for 60 seconds or a group of muscles a few minutes before stopping.
Whereas labor won't stop.
If you are in preterm labor, you'll feel the muscle contractions, a pause, and more contractions, and a pause regular enough that you can't time it.
That's the 5 to 10 minute intervals.
And you may feel the waves of muscle tension every few minutes along with a constant pressure in the lower abdomen or cervix.
What causes that constant pressure?
The entire uterus contracting to push the baby out, though feeling like it is going to fall out may mean the baby's head is already in the birth canal as the body tries to push it out.
That's a definite sign of labor.
Contractions that are real will follow intervals that start to come closer to together. Conversely, practice contractions will stop and you won't feel it again for hours and it won't hurt as bad.
I know labor won't hurt as much at the start. It isn't until the water breaks that the contractions become more painful.
Your water breaking and the amniotic fluid coming out won't necessarily hurt. There are women who wake up with a puddle of sweeter smelling liquid though it looks like they peed in bed.
That's still a reason to go to the hospital, because the baby can't survive in there without an infection risk without the amniotic sac protecting it.
And there are rare cases where the amniotic sac breaks without you being in labor, but then you have a case where they may choose to induce it.
Or try to stop it.
If you're in early labor, as long as the amniotic sac hasn't ruptured and there aren't health problems that preclude it, they can give you injections to stop it. That's why constant pressure, regular muscle spasms and constant pain are reasons to go to the ER.
I'd go to the ER for constant pain anyway.